We take care of our nerve health. I would like to invite the Senior Medical Manager of Procter & Gamble Healthcare. A round of applause, please, for Dr. Digna Almeida.
Thank you, Jelly. Okay, so just like what you have said earlier, I'm here to educate you about neuropathy. So that's our condition. So I'm not here to bore you, actually. I'm here to educate, so please feel free to ask or interrupt me anytime you want to ask questions. So anyway, you can sit eat your lunch. This is not something very graphic. So it's about nerve health. So neuropathy is our disease condition and the case of the ailing nerves. Okay, so what is neuropathy? Neuropathy, as the word itself, neuro is nerve, right? So, and when you say pathy, it's about being abnormal condition or a disease. So this is a disease of the nerves. And what happens is that there's a damage or weakness that affects the nerves. So what the result is, you have this abnormal feeling or sensation felt either on your hands or your feet, which is mostly commonly caused by a lot of conditions, which is like your diabetes. I'm sure you know about diabetes. This is a very common chronic condition. And toxins. What are the toxins? I'll tell you on later. Trauma or genetic. And lack of proper nutrition or vitamin deficiency, which can ultimately damage the nerves of the body or our peripheral nerves. So we talk about peripheral nerves because we don't talk about the brain or the spinal cord here. We talk more on from the brain down to the different parts of the body or the organs. So that's your peripheral nerves. Okay? So especially the arms, the hands, the legs, and your feet. So like what I said earlier, what are the causes of neuropathy? So we have to identify what is causing our neuropathy. What causes nerve damage? So one is the exposure to toxins. Now, in your lifestyle, we commonly, we indulge in alcohol, smoking, and other chemical exposure. So these are all forms of toxins that can damage our nerves. And as you see here, it's idiopathic. What do we mean by idiopathic? We don't know. So it means it's unknown. So sometimes we have nerve damage, but then we cannot identify what is causing the nerve damage. Actually, that's the second most common. So like what I said, diabetes mellitus, we have to highlight this because this is a very, very common cause of neuropathy. It can go as, among diabetics, the prevalence of neuropathy can go as high as 30 to 60%. So if you are diabetic, you are very prone to neuropathy. Physical trauma, what I said earlier, this is about repetitive movements. For example, you are a tennis player, or you work you work in the field, your laptop, in your computers. So there's repetitive movement. Or even sometimes when you wash the dishes, diba, ganun yung kamay natin, yung wrist natin. So we are all very prone to neuropathy. Okay. And the next, alright. So now we go to the symptoms. What do we watch out for when we say neuropathy, nerve damage? So this is actually the more advanced one. No? We can feel burning sensations in the feet. Yung para bang mainit yung paalam natin. So it's just the feet, right? It's not all over the body. So that's one. And the other, changes in temperature sensation. So parang gano'n, parang hindi pantay yung isa mainit, yung isa naman normal. Or feeling of ants crawling. Parang may mga gumagapang na langgam. Pero wala naman. So parang nakakapraning. Okay. Uh, Next slide. Okay, so other symptoms, this is for you to better understand in layman term. Okay, numbness is like pamamanhid. So parang, di ba, parang umakapal yung feeling, parang hindi mo ma-feel yung gusto mo ma-feel. And then hypersensitivity. Hypersensitivity, this is more the advanced stage of neuropathy. Meaning, for some, when you touch someone, it's just normal. Pero pag ikaw, na-touch siya, super sensitive. So, even the sensation of a blanket, di ba pag nag-blanket tayo, supposedly dapat hindi naman tayo nasasaktan. Pero sila, yung advanced stages, iba-blanket mo lang, sakit na sa kanila. So, those actually are the more advanced stages of neuropathy. And then, weakness, pangihina. So, this is more on the motor component of neuropathy. So, parang nangihina. Weakness of the arms. And tiredness or pangangawit or pangangalay. So, I'm sure you encounter all, you can relate with all the symptoms, right? Okay. Next slide. Alright, so, now, can we treat or prevent neuropathy? So, the answer is early treatment and early diagnosis and is important in order to, for an early intervention is very crucial in order for the nerves to be healed or to prevent irreversible damage. So, ibig sabihin, we have to be aware and we have to have early diagnosis on neuropathy in order to be treated. Because otherwise, if there is already more than 50% damage of the nerve fibers, then that would already be not treatable. So as early as if 50% of the nerve fibers is still okay, then it is very important that this will be treated. So what do we do? So of course we maintain a healthy lifestyle, regular exercise. I'm sure we have some speakers later on to talk about this this healthy lifestyle, which is very important. We have to have a balanced diet because again, like I said earlier, yung alcohol and smoking, and eat nutritious food, have sufficient time for rest. This applies for everyone. Kasi ako, pag hindi ako nakatulog ng less than 6 hours, I'm not very productive and not functioning well. So we have to have at least 6 to 8 hours a day of sleep. And there's a vitamin or there's a vitamin that can help us with this condition. So we optimize B1, the vitamin B1, B6, and B12. We shall talk later. And as I said, I've always highlighted that diabetes. Of course, it's important to have to control your blood sugar. Kasi from there, it will trickle. When your blood sugar is not controlled, then you have your complications. There's a lot of complications, and one of that is neuropathy. And blood sugar, blood pressure, and cholesterol, and other diseases causing neuropathy. Okay, so what is the role of B vitamins? Like what I said earlier, there is a vitamin that can help us with this, with nerve damage. There is what we call the neurotropic B vitamins, which are your vitamin B1, B6, and B12. Madali nyo siyang tandaan, di ba? It's 1, 6, 12. So why do we call it neurotropic? Because they have an affinity and influence in the nervous tissue. So, because our problem is what? The nerves, right? So they are considered as neurotropic because they can protect the nerves and they can nourish the nerves. There are a lot of preparations. Actually, there's B1, there's B6. But the combination of this makes it more effective. And it has been a well-established treatment of neuropathy and recommended by doctors for the past 50 years. So, proven na yon, proven and tested na yan. So what are these B vitamins? So let's start with the B1. Okay, B1 is, medically we call it thiamine. So B1, kasi marami yung B vitamins, B1 hanggang 12 yan. So with B1 or the thiamine, the function of this is that it strengthens the nerves because it provides energy to the nerve cells. So may energy rin, diba? So it plays a role in the nerve impulse propagation by keeping the nerve coating healthy. Primarily, actually, it's for the nerve. It strengthens the nerves, the energy. No. Now, where do we get this? What are the sources of B vitamin? Of course, we have it in food. That's why we have to eat healthy food. So we can find it. A source of B1 is your pork, your legumes, brown rice, and whole grain cereals. Diba, minsan yung mga cereals, fortified rin siya with body. So, if there is a deficiency of B vitamin, B1, just B1, then you can have neuropathy. So, B1 ka lang, may neuropathy ka na. And as I said earlier, the signs and symptoms are the same. No? You have numbness, weak muscles. No? So that's your B1 or your thiamine. And then we have the B6. B6 is pyridoxine. You don't have to remember the pyridoxine, B6. So this B6 plays a role in the metabolism of carbohydrates and proteins. Now, very important function of this is that it helps form fats and proteins important in nerve health and neurotransmitter. So what is neurotransmitter? So yung nerves natin, okay, we release, the nerves release chemicals. These are your neurotransmitters. So these transmitters are released at the end of a nerve impulse. So di ba, parang electric kasi ang nerves, di ba? So pag nagre-release siya ng nerve impulse, nire-release niya ngayon yung neurotransmitter so that it will be transferred to another nerve. So that's the function of your B6. So it means kasama siya sa functioning. So now, these are found in your meat, vegetables, whole grains, and nuts. So a deficiency of B6 can also bring about neuropathy. So other signs, so there can also be skin inflammation, cardiovascular problems, confusion, and depression. Okay? And there are also drugs that can cause B6 deficiency. So minsan, there are some drugs that you're taking, for example, yung anti-TB or for cancer drugs, they can induce neuropathy. Okay. And for the last, that's the B12, which is your cobalamin. It's cobalamin. So this is the last. So it protects the nerve cells and restores damaged nerves. So ito na yung pinaka-important. It has a key role in the normal functioning, and then it's also essential for cell replication and red blood cell production. And most importantly, okay, I think it's not mentioned here, the myelin sheath, yung coating ng nerve. So yung nerve natin, meron din yan coating, parang meron siyang insulator. So if that is damaged, again, it will cause those symptoms. There will also be a delay in the transfer of impulse. Kaya nagkakaroon ka ng weakness. So there's a sheath covering, and that's the role of your B12 vitamin. So the B1, B6, and B12, they work hand in hand. So it's important that you take this combination in order to treat or early treatment of your nerve damage. Okay? So I think that's about what we need to learn for now. I hope you learned something. And if